Hello! You already save a lot of money every year thanks to our videos, so save on car parts too. Buy them on the Mr. Auto app. Shipping is free.
Turn off the ignition. Pull up the handbrake. Pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. You should now be able to see the location of the spark plugs. Switch off the power supply to the coils. To do this, leave the holding spur of the connector, then pull on the terminal. Remove the breather conduit. This can be done by pushing on the yellow part of each clip, by hand if you can, or with a flathead screwdriver if you're unable. Using a flathead screwdriver, push on the hook of the electrical connector. Then, pull on the terminal to release it. Remove the canister valve from its frame so that it doesn't get in the way during the following stages. Remove the electrical connector from the inlet pressure sensor. This can be done by lifting the connector holding spur and pulling on the terminal. Once completed, liberate the cable bundle which is held by the spurs on the coil. Finally, repeat the deconnection process on the electrical supply connector from the power supply terminal. With a socket wrench and a 10mm socket, remove the spurs located on both sides of the coil. The one on the left holds the canister valve and the one on the right the cable bundle. Remove the two fastenings on the coil with the help of a socket wrench and a 10mm socket. Once the process is complete, set the spurs that you have just removed to one side so as not to lose them. Finally, hold the coil firmly in your hands and pull directly upwards to remove it. Using a socket wrench, a medium-sized extension, be careful as a large one won't pass through the space, a gimbal and a 16mm spark plug socket, unscrew the spark plug. We suggest changing the spark plugs one by one. This will help avoid contaminating the engine with impurities. Put the new sparks plug in. And fix them with a 1/16 of a turn. You can now repeat the process on the other spark plugs. Reclip the coil in place. And start tightening by hand. Finish it off using a socket wrench and a 10mm socket. Put the cable bundle back in on the right-hand spur and the canister valve on the left. Start this process by hand and finish it off using a socket wrench and a 10mm socket. Reconnect the electrical connectors. Then, put the bundle on the spurs. Reconnect the power supply to the coil. And finally, put the bundle in place, weaving it into its housing. Finally, once fixed, reconnect the inlet pressure sensor and the canister valve. Clip each of the 3 breather conduit tubes, checking at the end of the process that the conduit has been correctly assembled. Operation completed.